joining me. My name is Ari Greenbaum. I am one of the co-founders of conXpros. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that I feel is uber important. We spend a lot of time, and if you look through any of my old blog posts and some of the old videos that I've shared, I focus on a lot of process. What I mean by that is how we're approaching a call, how we are setting up appointments, the way that we speak to people and approach a call when we are arriving at a customer's house, the way we look, the way we talk, the way we present ourselves, the way we present our service, everything is all part of a process. And unfortunately, you could have the best processes in the world. You could have the most streamlined processes where we are exceptional at setting appointments. We are exceptional in terms of our sales approach, our scripting, putting on the right image, making sure our word choices are confident, making sure that we're consistent in our approach, having clarity of thought and clarity of speech, and being prepared to guide a prospect or prospective client down that proverbial paved road. All of these things are wonderful, but unfortunately, you can be doing all of these things yet not find the success that you are seeking when it comes to your closing rates and what you're doing in terms of converting an appointment or an estimate into a closed job. So the question is why? I've been thinking about this for a while, and it seems that there is one simple answer, and I came to this from the volume of work that I do with our own guys in-house as far as sales. Now, they are on a different angle. They are on the phone calling B2B contractors and making them aware of our service and enrolling them. But it's not any different because sales is sales regardless of whether it's B2B, whether it's B2C like our contractors are working with, dealing with residential customers. At the end of the day, our guys here have fantastic processes also. Not to pat myself on the back, but I've taught many of them. But at the end of the day, the same guys that are superstars on one day, on another day could be a dud. And what have I found the commonality? And I'm sure that this commonality is no different from either you in terms of your own results, or if you're managing a sales team, or you own a company and you're managing the sales team as part of those responsibilities, that if you really put some thought into it, this is going to be a key piece of the puzzle. So what I've identified is everything comes down to energies. People buy on two reasons. One is logic-based. So if our process is awesome at identifying needs, tying the features, tying the benefits to solve problems, the solution selling, that's one aspect of it. We could do it in the most confident word choice, the most confident, and most powerful words that we can come up with. They're going to be emotional listening words. But at the end of the day, if we are not feeling it and we are not pushing the emotional buttons of the prospect, then we're leaving it purely to logic. And people do not just buy on logic. They buy on energy. Now, I mentioned that I witness my guys here, and I see them, and they come in the day, and some days they come in like they're ready to take on the day and conquer the world. You could see it in their face. You could feel it in their energies, as opposed to other days where they get in and we have a daily morning meeting and they're dragging into it, barely even, with the crust out of their eyes, and the energies are not there. And then throughout those days where there's a lack of energy, it's almost a guarantee. I mean, other than some kind of an anomaly to the rule where their numbers are where they want them or where they should be. Now, on the other hand, you take guys, the same exact person, and they come in with the right energies, with the right mindset, with that ready to take on the world approach, and it's almost like clockwork, where those days, with the same processes, the same pitch, the same spiel, the same way we're overcoming objections and we're bringing people value, the same way we're answering questions, everything is the same. The only difference here is you. And this is what we've identified, and it's literally a night and day difference. So why am I sharing this? Is because it's so easy, and I talk to contractors as part of our work here. I listen to tons of calls, and often you can hear the energies, and it's very, very important that as a contractor going to someone's home, or if it's your sales guys or your sales team that are going into people's homes representing your company, that they're going in with the right energies, because you could train them for weeks or months on end and constantly retrain them and give them all the skills they need. But if they are not mentally and emotionally prepared to enter that meeting for success, then the likelihood of them moving that prospect from a no or a maybe to a yes and becoming a client have diminished massively. Again, we need to influence the people that we're with. And we're not just going to influence them through the logic. We have to push the right buttons. And pushing the right buttons is tied directly to the energies that we give off. There's the old saying, we get out what we put in. And it's no different in sales. If we are putting in the right energies to the people, even if our logic is not perfect, you'd be amazed at how many people will still buy strictly because you've pushed the right emotional buttons. You've connected with them on a different level. So what is the message and takeaway here? We can't always be perfect. Our energies are going to fluctuate to a degree. We can work on, like I've shared in blog posts before, the importance and this goal to remain consistent in our approach every call, every day, every week, etc. But again, we are human, so there is going to be some variance. But we have to become super conscious of what energies we're going in. Create a routine before we go into a sales presentation to mentally prep ourselves and make sure that we are ready to take on the world and putting our best foot forward in order to close the deal. Look, deals are out there to be closed. We can have the best concepts in the world. We can have the best responses in the world. We can have the best solutions for a problem. But if we don't have those best energies, we're leaving it to chance. So instead of leaving things to chance and not getting the results that we're used to, try it if you're not putting the right energies in. Now, again, don't become a cheerleader. We don't want to overdo things. That's not the goal here. We want that to be within ourselves and to be natural, but we have to be enthusiastic. We have to have the energies. Otherwise, we're lulling people to sleep as opposed to moving them to a yes. So in order to move them to a yes, have our processes. Let's be consistent. Let's work on all of those things that are such important traits of a skilled salesperson or a closer, but don't ever forget the most important ingredient, which is injecting you and injecting a positive, energetic, enthusiastic, and passionate you into the equation. When you do that, you'll start speaking to people on a different level and having people engage you where they really want to be a part of what you're talking about and what you're bringing as a solution, not just logically decide whether this solves the problem. So again, let's get out there, let's put ourselves into things, let's maximize every opportunity that we have. This will help you to maximize those and increase your closing rates because it's a night and day difference with anyone I've coached for years in sales, which is always the same thing. No energy, good process does not equal results. Good process, great energies, every time equals great results. Those are odds I'd take to the bank. Here's to your success. Continue closing, guys. Get out there and kill it.